Hey, my love, are you ready yet?
Sure am. Just had to put some clothes on. Didn't want to offend anybody. Welcome back to Soul Travels, and you may have guessed just from the thumbnail and the intro what we're going to talk about today. So,
And it is not about the former U.S. president being arrested and indicted.
Surprise, on both levels.
That's all we're going to do from
So, go ahead, sit down, buckle up, because we're going to talk about something that, quite honestly, U.S. is embarrassing us. I mean, they're just embarrassing us. So let's go. Okay, so you may have gathered what we're kind of talking about today. And this video is not intended to completely bag on the U.S. But I'm going to be honest with you, the U.S. has kind of got it coming to them right now. They really do. But the U.S. has done some great things recently. And just one of these things, check this picture out right here. Just check it out. And check the headline out that goes along with it. I mean, these people are going to the moon for the first time in 50 years.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. But then all of a sudden, we go from going to the moon, the greatest technology in the world for the first time in 50 years, to this, and this, and this, and this. And the list could go on and on and on. And I don't know why the United States is being so, or has been, and always has been to a certain extent, prudish. They're just prudish. And when somebody gets fired from their job, whether it's a teacher, a principal, it doesn't matter who.
It looks like she was forced to resign.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a good buddy of mine once said, you know what, they could come into my job and find 50 reasons to fire me, but this is it right here. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous to call the statue of David pornography or indecent exposure or should never. I'll tell you what. Check this picture out right here. I got two pictures. Check them both out right here. Tammy and I walk by this statue probably no less than 4 times a week. And from the angle of this statue, you cannot see it, but this guy is dangling in the wind. He's just dangling in the wind. So you can go anywhere here, pretty much in Rotterdam or any other place in Europe, and see statues like this. Mm-hmm. And you don't see any kids being affected by it. They're learning all about what art is. And
right. Not to be ashamed.
Not to be ashamed. Good point. Not to be ashamed. And for this to happen in the United States, and you know what? You got stuff like this going on. Keep it in the United States. I'm fine with that. But now, you know what you're doing? You're dragging Europe into this. Right. And Europe is now looking at it going like, what is the problem over there? And like Tammy says, we're not talking about Donald Trump today. And there's a million other things you can talk about over there. And that's the issue of the United States. But when you start dragging Europe into stuff like this, hey, you're embarrassing us. We live here now.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But anyways, that's kind of, you know what? No, there's one more. There's a story. There's a story that I have, and I've told it once before a long time ago. And again, this is another time that I was just embarrassed when we were over here in Europe, and it was quite a few years ago. Tammy and I were having lunch in Munich, and we left, and we were outside of the restaurant, very big, very popular restaurant, and there was a young gentleman, I'm going to say mid-20s, give or take. He was arguing with the waiter at the restaurant because he ate the pretzels that were on the table. Now, everybody knows the pretzels on the table are not free, and he was trying to charge him, I want to say it was 2 or 3 euros.
Oh, not even that.
It wasn't even that,
No.
exactly.
It's like 70 cents a pretzel.
And he was arguing that he didn't see the price, they shouldn't have been on a table, and he was literally arguing with a guy, and the waiter is trying to be as humble as he possibly can be. And that's one of the other times that I was embarrassed, just to even be associated with something like that. I felt like looking at Tammy going, let's get out of here, don't even speak English. So, Statue of David, yeah, definitely not pornography. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this. This is a picture of the statue of David right here. Check it out. And yes, I do have him covered up because I don't know what YouTube's algorithms policies are. So I do have to do that. But a lot of people don't know this. The statue of David was actually loaned to the United States for 3 years.
A couple. I thought it was 2.
Maybe it was 2 or 3 years.
It was like several years ago.
Yes. The United States didn't take very good care of him. And this was the condition he was returned in. Check it out right now. So true, though. So true.
He had one too many supersized McDonald meals.
One too many big-sized Slurpees, you know. Yeah. So anyways, we wanted to get that off our chest. And once again, stop embarrassing us. I mean, really, if you want to know what it's like to come to Europe and just see how the rest of the world lives and how the rest of the world reacts to this, come on out, take a look at some of the statues. Everybody appreciates the art.
Yeah.
You know, and again, nobody's embarrassed by it. So that's all I have to say about that. I had to get that off my chest. Stop embarrassing us, United States.
Do you feel better now?
I do. I do feel better. I really do. Because people would only realize what it is like over here.
Right.
I mean, if they just... I'm sorry. I'm just getting back on my rant. Just getting back on my rant.
You can tell we love living here. So
love living here. Mm-hmm. Love the people here. Life is just so much different and just so much better. And again, not to bag on the United States. They've got their own problems. We got problems over here as well. They're nothing like they are. All right, so I don't want to get...
You want to step off your soapbox now?
Get off my soapbox right now.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video.
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing and for liking. And thank you for all your comments.
Absolutely.
We just love reading them, and we just appreciate you guys so much. And you are the best viewers
you have
that
no
anybody
idea.
could ask for.
You have no idea.
So thank you so much for supporting us and just continuing to watch us.
Love all the comments. I mean, there's bad ones that come through, there's good ones that come through, but love all the comments. So go ahead, if you found any value into my ranting and raving, any value whatsoever, just go ahead and click right here
to subscribe. You can hit the thumbs up button to like and comment if you would like. It all helps the algorithms to get it all out. And
till next time, we'll see you there.
Tutscenes.
Dooey. I saw Esther say dooey the other day.
Dooey.
I like
that.
Dooey.
Dooey.